Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee's scheduled to have a huge recruiting weekend, just a couple of days away from that. I showed you this list I found on Twitter in an earlier video, but you can see some of the talent that's going to be on Rocky Top this weekend. Of course, the five-star quarterback Nico Iamaleava, Ethan Davis, four-star tight end. See a lot of guys on the offensive line, a lot of big-time talent. Tennessee needs to sign 5-6 good offensive linemen, kind of get this unit built back up. You can see there the five-star offensive lineman Francis Mauigoa, also four-star offensive lineman Lucas Simmons, Bryson Sanders, Ian Reed, all on official visits. Guys on the defensive side of the ball, Shandavian Bradley, Rico Walker, also a running back, four-star running back Jeremiah Cobb scheduled to be in town, and that's what I want to talk about today. We've talked about quarterbacks, we've talked about wide receivers, defensive linemen, guys all over the field. We haven't talked a whole lot about recruiting for the running back position, and just recently, the national recruiting director over at VAWLS.com, Adam Gorney, put out an article saying commitment predictions with predictions for the top 10 uncommitted running backs in the class of 2023. A couple of the guys on that list are Tennessee targets, one of which was predicted to land at Tennessee. We'll get into it, talk about it. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. If you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. If you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the article. Again, this is Rivals.com. Commitment predictions for top 10 uncommitted running backs in 2023. This is from Adam Gorney, National Recruiting Director. Now, some of you guys over at the General's Quarters have probably already read this article. You probably don't think much of it. A lot of people don't like Adam Gorney, but it still gives us a platform. We can talk about some of these running backs. First one I want to look at, four-star running back Trayon Webb out of Jacksonville, Florida. You can see there, four-star running back, number 3rd ranked running back in the country. Here's what Gorney has to say. Florida, Baylor, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Penn State emerged as Webb's top 5 in late March, and official visits are coming up, which could prove important in his final decision. Webb already decommitted from Georgia and Oklahoma during extenuating circumstances in his recruitment, so there is unpredictability to his next pick. The belief is that Florida has emerged as the front runner. Says that Webb respects South Carolina and the job the Gamecocks have done recruiting him, plus he feels needed, and Columbia and Tennessee makes things interesting, but the Gators have to feel okay. When you look at Trayon Webb's social media, Florida definitely appears to be the favorite. They're out front. Austin Price over at VolQuest has said Tennessee is in it, but they're going to have to make up some ground. Again, everybody thinks Trayon Webb leaning towards Florida. On3.com has Florida as the 76.9% favorite, but Trayon Webb is going to be on Rocky Top for an official visit on June the 18th. You know, we've talked a lot about this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Tons of guys are going to be on campus, but they're also going to have a big weekend in June. Can Tennessee make up some ground there with Trayon Webb once they get him on campus? We will see. Another guy I wanted to talk about, let's scroll down here, is Jeremiah Cobb. That's another target on the recruiting board for Tennessee. Also a four-star running back. Number 4 ranked running back in the country according to Rivals. But here's what Adam Gorney has to say for the prediction here. Auburn, Clemson, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, and Texas made the top 6 for the four-star all-purpose back out of Alabama. But that might just be window dressing, because the feeling is that Auburn has a big lead in his recruitment right now. Cobb is an in-state prospect, likes the entire coaching staff, and his relationship with position coach Cadillac Williams might be the best in his recruitment. Would be a surprise right now if he ended up anywhere, but Tennessee and Clemson have the best shot. Again, the prediction there to Auburn. Now, Jeremiah Cobb, Vols are really hoping to get him on campus this weekend for the Memorial Day recruiting event. You saw there at the top of the video, I had him listed. He is expected to make it in town, but you know, you never know with some of these kids. They're scheduled to be there. They don't show up. I think it's going to be a big indicator. If Jeremiah Cobb does not show up this weekend, I would say call it a wrap. It's done. Again, Auburn seems to be way out in front for the running back out of Alabama, 95% favorite according to On3.com. So let's go on, scroll on down. Here's another name that I really haven't kept up with a whole lot. Sam Singleton, four-star running back, 6'1", 171 pounds, out of Fleming Island, Florida. Now, he is ranked as the number 6th running back in the country. And here's what Gorney has to say about Sam Singleton. Says, after talking to Singleton at the Rivals Camp Series this offseason, there's a feeling that his recruitment still could go in a variety of ways and probably nowhere near a decision. Some believe Florida State is the team to beat, but at the Rivals event, he said Michigan, Louisville, Penn State, and Tennessee are the top programs recruiting him hardest at this point. Any pick right now would be a complete guess since things could go in many different directions. But again, Adam Gorney picks Sam Singleton, 4-star running back out of Florida, to end up at Tennessee. You go over to on3.com, take a look at it. They've got Florida State way out in front. And again, you know, some of you guys put a lot of value into On3 and the prediction machine. I do. I think it shows trends. I think when things are kind of stale and there's real no movement in the recruitment, you don't really see a lot. But I think when one team particularly starts to make up ground, we've seen it with Carnell Tate. We've seen it with Nico. We've seen it with Francis Maui-Goa. When Tennessee started to pick up momentum in that recruitment, you saw them really start to surge in the On3 prediction machine. But as of right now, again, they've still got Florida State way out front, 44.5%. Everybody beneath that is under 10%. Tennessee coming in at 8.4%. But again, Adam Gorney puts in the prediction for Sam Singleton to end up at Tennessee. Now, when you watch this film, again, 4-star prospect out of the state of Florida, 5'11", 180. This coaching staff, this Tennessee coaching staff, really seems to like these smaller types backs. Of course, you got Justin Williams on the roster now. He's a bigger physical back. We're still waiting on the kid from Sam Houston. I feel confident that he's going to end up at Tennessee. Still waiting for him to pull the trigger. But they like these smaller, quick, scat-type backs. Sam Singleton, 5'11", 180 pounds. When you watch his film, he seems to outrun everybody on the field. And I don't know what level he is playing at in Orange Park, Florida, but he seems to have more athletic ability than everybody else on the field. So it's tough to really kind of get a gauge of just how good he is. But he is quick. He is a track guy. His personal best in the 100 meters is 10.86. He posted that back in the spring of 2021. As a junior, he averaged 6.4 yards per carry, over 105 yards per game, had 948 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Also caught 4 passes for 52 yards and a score. But also as his sophomore season, 921 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. And as a freshman, he had 751 yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. So kid's got a lot of playing time in high school, but trending towards Tennessee. Again, not a name that I'm very familiar with. Somebody asked Austin Price over on the General's Quarters. They asked what his thoughts were. His response was short and sweet and to the point. All he said is he's way down the list. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if he is saying that he's not at the top of the recruiting board. I'm not sure if that's what he means by way down the list. But again, when you look at the guys that Tennessee is in on, when you look at Jeremiah Cobb, Trayon Webb, some of these guys seem to be trending away from Tennessee. So where do they go from here? But again, Adam Gorney with the prediction for Sam Singleton to end up at Tennessee. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Tennessee's recruiting board? What do you think of the philosophy for Josh Heupel to go after those smaller backs? It seems to be an ongoing conversation that we have here is they need a bigger, more physical back. But I think Josh Heupel knows what he wants in this offense. But hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Any and all sport, greatly appreciated. Also got a lot of you guys joining the channel, becoming official members of the Talkin' Vols Network. We appreciate that support. It gives us the opportunity to provide more content, hopefully make this a full-time gig. We will do more live streams, more videos, more content coming your way. The more guys and gals that support this channel, you can hit that join button just down below. It's right beside subscribe. Hit that join button for as little as 99 cents a month. You get custom Talkin' Vols emojis. You get access to fan call-in shows. But we appreciate you guys, whether you join the channel, whether you buy merch, or whether you just show up and smash that thumbs up. Thank you for supporting us in what we're trying to do here on this channel, building a community of Tennessee fans. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.